Good morning. Today's obituaries are brought to you by Moss Service and Hansville Funeral Home. Funeral services for James D. Stewart, age 89, of Hansville, will be held tomorrow at 11 a.m. in Hansville Funeral Home Chapel. Reverend Sid Cottingham will officiate interment in Oakwood Memorial Cemetery in Gardendale. The family will receive friends tonight from 5:30 until 9 p.m. Graveside services for Jackie Lee Morgan, age 45, of Vinemont, will be held today at 2 p.m. at Fairview West Cemetery. Funeral services for Ms. Frances Jewel Peggy Cheatwood of Cullman were yesterday at Moss Service Funeral Home Chapel. Interment was at Missionary Grove Cemetery. Reverend Vernon Willis officiated. Moss Service was in charge. Ms. Cheatwood passed away on Thursday. Funeral services for Jasmine Jalessa Isadora, 1 month old, were yesterday at Cullman Funeral Home Chapel. Keith Whitley officiated with interment in Good Hope Cemetery. She passed away on Friday. Funeral services for Monta Ingram, age 94, of Cullman, will be at 11 a.m. today at Cullman Funeral Home Chapel. Dr. Edwin Hayes and Dr. Bill Burkett officiating interment in Cullman Memory Gardens. Ms. Ingram passed away on Thursday. Memorial services for Laurel Ann Deslata, age 53, of Cullman, will be at 2 p.m. today at Temple Baptist Church at The Rock. Cullman Funeral Home directing. She passed away on Thursday. A memorial service and celebration of life service for Quita Rigsby Hinkle of Cullman will be at 1 p.m. on Saturday at St. Bernard Dining Hall in Cullman for all family and friends. She passed away Saturday, June 23rd. Funeral services for Danny Clayton Wisner, 35, of Cullman, will be today at 1 p.m. at Cullman Funeral Home Chapel, or let's make that Heritage Funeral Home Chapel. Reverend Keith Whitley will officiate. Interment at Crossroads Cemetery. Cullman Heritage is directing. Mr. Wisner passed away on Friday. Visitation will be 10 a.m. today until the time of service. And those are our obituaries for this Monday, brought to you by Moss Service and Hansville Funeral Home.
Welcome to Today on 2. Is it rocking in the boat this morning? It is Monday, the 6th day of August, and we have fair skies. Great weekend.
I love the way you just look out and go, yeah, fair skies. Is that how the weatherman does it?
Probably. See, since we redid the studio and I have a window that isn't right behind me like we used to have, I can look out the window and, hey. Let's check the weather and see what's going on. Weather brought to you by Mitch Smith Chevrolet on Cherokee Avenue. Make the switch to Mitch. Here's the weather almanac for today. No, here's the satellite picture for today. And you can see, wow, rain just about everywhere.
Except for in the Midwest.
Yeah, except that I talked to my son yesterday and talked to a farmer in Iowa. He said he's already lost the bean crop.
Oh.
So I don't know about corn, but
that's the essential.
So yeah, the prices of corn are going to go up with a small crop this year. There you can see the southeastern United States, and here's the weather forecast for today. Partly cloudy, 50% chance of showers and thunderstorms with a high near 89. Cloudy tonight, slight chance of rain, low near 70. Tomorrow, sunshine, 30% chance of rain, a high around 91. And the rest of the week more of the same, slight chance of rain each day with a high around 90 degrees. Typical weather for the month of August.
Very good.
Well, let's see, celebrate Cullman.
That took place Friday night.
Took place Friday. Lots of people in the downtown area.
It was a little humid and a little hot, but other than that, it really was very nice. I thought it was well attended. They had like a little kiddie section where they had the petting zoo, and they had all kinds of little rides for the little kids, and I think Moe's Barbecue was down there, and they ran out of food, so I guess that's a good thing. Okay. And then some of the merchants and stuff were open and had little things going on. And then on the other end of town, near the rotunda, they had some of those shops that were open, and they had a band and some beverages and stuff. So it was really, I thought it was well attended. I thought people had a good time just walking up and down the streets. I think they ought to do this more often.
I think we ought to have a celebration in Cullman once a month.
I think so too. Right. Like I told you, Florence does it the first Friday of every month. They have their arts and crafts. They shut down a couple of the streets. They don't bring in all this extra stuff. I mean, I think just local arts and craft dealers kind of come and set up a booth and stuff. So it's not quite. I mean, this took a little bit of doing to get all these little farm animals down there and all that kind of stuff, you know. But I thought it was great, and the people that I talked to, everybody just was really having a nice time, and the kids just really enjoyed it. So it was good. Well, it was real good.
See, we haven't had anything since spring, right? We had the Strawberry Festival, and we had the big concert at Heritage Park.
Right.
Roger Turner out of Smith Farms had his big event.
That was Memorial Day, right?
Everything kind of settled down, and it's time to party again.
That's right. That's right. And then the Sweet Tater Festival's coming up.
Yeah, I was going to say September will get busy.
Yeah.
The Sweet Tater Festival, the county fair, and then
Girlfriend Gala.
Yeah.
And lots going on for Oktoberfest again this year. So there'll be the barbecue cook-off, all kinds of stuff. So, we're getting into that season again where every weekend is just packed. If you really want to do something, there are things for you to do.
There's a lot coming up this weekend. We'll talk about that in just a little bit.
All right.
First of all, let's talk about our Facebook friend of the day. Who's our friend today?
Let's see that. And that's Catherine Campbell Wisen. Wisen, am I saying that right?
I think so.
And let me see if I can find out some information about her. She likes country music and cooking. Well, good for her. I think that's a great thing to do, and enjoy country music and enjoys cooking. So, and I don't know if that's her child or grandchild or who that was with her, but...
Well, you can go on her Facebook page and find out.
Find out. And if you want to be...
no secrets anymore.
No, that's true. And if you want to be our friend and you want to have your picture on up on Channel 2, just friend us on Facebook. That's all you have to do. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mentioned there's going to be things going on this weekend, and we're going to specifically talk about one event today.
Yeah, well, I think you've just got your weekend is already booked. Your calendar is booked for the whole weekend, isn't it?
I was telling Jacqueline, yes, we have plans Friday night, Saturday afternoon, Saturday night, and Sunday afternoon.
Yeah, are you going to have time to rest?
That's not even counting going to church.
That's right, right. Well, we are going to visit with Mr. Adam King, and he is back with us to talk one more time, just kind of give us a little thing about his Ivory Winds concert, which you have tickets. I'm getting my tickets today. I'm very excited about this. I think this is going to be an awesome event, and he's going to give us all the details. And then I suppose we're going to be talking to the Fair Queen representatives. We're going to start that.
Right, yes.
We're going to start with Miss Catelyn Tankersly from Hansville High School. This is always such a big deal here in Cullman, and they get represented also at the Oktoberfest, don't they? They get to go do the little pretzel thing.
Yeah, one of them is the Oktoberfest queen also.
Right,
so that's what we have lined up for today. George Spears here. He'll have news and commentary right after this.
At Premier Bank, we're a bit old-fashioned. We actually answer the telephone when you call. However, old-fashioned doesn't mean we aren't up to date. With the latest technology, Premier Bank meets the various needs of our customers. Mobile smartphone banking, internet banking, ATMs, convenient offices. At Premier Bank, we have the right products right now with good old-fashioned customer service. At Premier Bank, we put the customer first.
Overwhelmed by home refinancing offers from telephone solicitors and direct mail advertising, and then find you're not qualified for a specific plan? The Mortgage Center, a hometown lender, compares the rates from all home loan lenders and the qualifications of the various government programs to find a plan best suited to you. The Mortgage Center helps Cullman County people purchase and refinance their homes.
This is Pat Newton. Call us today and let us tailor a loan program to your specific needs and requirements.
Meet the KitchenAid 36-inch induction cooktop. It might just change the way you cook. Induction technology heats the pan and not the cooking surface to offer you a new level of precision, speed, and energy efficiency. 9 settings give you different levels of heat to achieve precise temperatures and amazing responsiveness. Water boils in just seconds, making this the fastest to boil induction cooktop available. The KitchenAid 36-inch induction cooktop.
It's time for news and commentary. Don't forget now, we're live streaming on Facebook, as well as if you go to the website channel2cullman.com, you'll see us, or there'll be a link to the live streaming site. Give us a call if you have maybe a thought or an opinion about some of these subjects that we're talking about this morning. Starting out with the good news, Phyllis Little, who of course is the head of our Cullman County EMA, has been elected as the president of the Alabama Association of Emergency Managers. So congratulations to Phyllis. She's been with that organization a good number of years. I don't know, goodness gracious. She can't be too far away from retiring, I would think, at least as working with those people. 19 years. Wow. But then the older you get, isn't it interesting how the faster time goes? You know, out of nowhere, I turn around and I'm drawing Social Security. How did that happen? I'm glad, but how did that happen? Hanceville Industrial Development Board is going to be taking over some land at their industrial site. The council voted down in Hanceville to provide about, I believe it said 29 acres of property, city-owned land, to the ID board, because they've got, this is going to be out near this paper plant, U.S. Highway 31 Pacific plant, Louisiana Pacific plant, in that area. They're hoping that they can draw some business in, and you have to have lots of space, and you got to have some way of treating sewage and lots of water. Well, it takes lots of water. You know, whenever the Americold up here, used to be Bendish Westinghouse whenever I started working there in 1968. But when Americold closed, water consumption went down in Cullman County. It was amazing how much water that was used by those people. A letter to the editor of the Cullman Times this weekend brought to light something I really hadn't noticed. And there's been so much change and so much going on at the courthouse. I didn't realize that somehow, some way, somewhere, the Confederate Memorial stone has been moved somewhere, and not apparently, according to the author of this letter, not to Sportsman's Lake. That was a tempest in a teapot, working as chairman of the county commission on some issues. One of those, when we started to build the memorial south of the courthouse, the wall there in memory of those who gave their lives, the issue came up of someone asked, well, what about those Confederate veterans? Well, I never had really noticed the stone in south of the courthouse that was sitting there, Confederate memorial. You talk about some strong feelings. And you know, this was the line between north and south as far as numbers of sympathizers really sort of went through, at that time, Winston County and now Cullman County, because a lot of people had different views, and you had a lot of northern supporters who supported the Union cause who lived in this area. Obviously, the Free State of Winston didn't get its name for nothing. Likewise, in the state of Tennessee, the Tennessee Volunteers, where did they get that name? How about people who volunteered to join the Confederacy during the Civil War? That's how I never really thought about that until I was reading a book this weekend. But nonetheless, this memorial, when we started to build the monument south of the courthouse, I had a group of individuals say, wait a minute now, aren't you going to include ours? Well, if we included the Confederates who died, we'd need to have the names of the Union soldiers who died also. And there were lots of those. In no other place, battleground. Look for clues here now. The name of the place, of course, where the Civil War battle was fought between Forrest and Strait. At any rate, this lady's asking where that memorial went. And boy, you're treading on thin ice whenever you start messing with memorials and turning them around. And they could have put it out there, and they could have also put down, if they had a list, if someone had taken the time to do a list, of the Union soldiers who were killed. I mean, it's a big operation out there at the Sportsman's Lake when it comes to all those monuments. Beautiful place, but they could have also included that, somewhere in there. I don't know why they couldn't have. Chick-fil-A drawing a ho-hum from those who wanted to have a kiss-in. Have you seen the letters to the editor of the Cullman Times? The number of people who supported gay rights in the Cullman Times? Say what? Is that a hidden agenda or what? At any rate, not many people showed up across the nation for this kiss-in. Apparently Laura Fram, a 34-year-old gay Republican, doesn't that make local Republicans happy to hear that news? A gay Republican, and also, by the way, a vegetarian, she claims, said Chick-fil-A was a hateful place. Talking about a divisive issue. Only, let's see, and up in New York City, the New York's lesbian-in-chief, Christine Quinn, who wants Chick-fil-A out of her town, she didn't even show up for the local one there. So what's going on? Is there a backlash or something? It's hard to understand that. Excuse me just a moment. This is one of those things, and if you heard that noise a while ago, it's because this was not turned off. Isn't it crazy how we're all joined at the hip with these things? There's a story in the news, or not the news, but an editorial on Fox News I noticed this weekend about these things and how that exponentially the popularity and the improvements in cell phones is going down. Why? Because what else can you do with a cell phone? You shoot a picture. You can't fry an egg on it, but okay, if it gets hot enough and you use it enough, maybe you can get close. I don't know. At any rate, they say that the cell phone companies, the editorial said the cell phone companies are in a business to make money, obviously. So they're going to tell you every reason why you need to get a new cell phone every 2 years, don't they? Of course they do. You know, one thing that I'm not going to do next time around is on a cell phone, why should I have this called a keyboard? I'm a product of the old school. I want to be able to type and feel the keys under my fingers. But I've realized after almost 2 years of having this thing, I've used this keyboard maybe twice. And why? Because it's almost as complicated to use the keyboard as it is to try to just go ahead and push the button up here on the screen, it seems like. You have to push a certain number of keys down here for capital letters, for numbers, and all that sort of thing. So let's face it, I won't be getting one with another keyboard. Nonetheless, they say that the push is on and you'll be seeing it. And they're also saying that the cloud ain't what it used to be. Ain't going to be what it used to be. Actually, in fact, the guy who helped Steve Jobs come up with the brand name Apple, Steve Wozniak, right? He says the cloud's going to be a big problem. The cloud is this thing, this general term, that you can keep your stuff stored on a computer somewhere else, that it doesn't have to be within your house. Wozniak says, hey, look, whenever you agree to cloud terms by storing your music, your email, your picture, and all that on the cloud, he says you have to sign away the rights to your material. He says that's a fact. And he says I predict horrible problems in the next 5 years using the cloud. It's best, he says, to keep it till proven differently, keep it in your own grasp and such. Jeff Sessions, our senator, Alabama, demanding answers after a report surfaced that a veteran U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement agent, an ICE agent, was facing punishment for refusing to release an illegal immigrant. Jeff Sessions found plenty of reason, or rather the agent did, to keep this man, but he's going to be punished for doing his job. How much do we need before we say enough's enough? You know, the law is the law. It makes no difference who you are. The law isn't the law the law. It should be. Health officials warning that at county fairs you can be exposed to an outbreak of flu. Say what? They say that there's H1N1 flu that's beginning to show up in pigs, and Lord knows you see plenty of those at the fair, don't you? No pun intended. Yes, that's true. Clint Eastwood backing Mitt Romney, especially after he had the Halftime in America. Remember that? We saw that, during the Super Bowl? An ad, which people seem to think that Clint Eastwood was supporting Barack Obama. Well, no, not really, because now Clint Eastwood, sometimes I think he's a closet liberal, but at least in this particular instance, he's backing the person that let's face it, it ain't the best choice, but let's face it, it's better, a heck of a lot better than what we've got. And the American General Motors is going to introduce a do-it-yourself version of the Humvee. Say what? After they stop making these mammoth-looking things? A do-it-yourself version. You can get it for only $59,000. $59,000 for a do-it-yourself vehicle. A lot of folks can do that under a shade tree, but I'm not one of them, unfortunately. And yesterday, a lightning strike. Did you hear about this? In Lake Pond, Pennsylvania, NASCAR race, lightning strike killed a person, and they had to delay the race, had to cancel it, I guess. Maybe they might run it again. I don't know much about NASCAR races, but that's terrible. And I don't like being outside during the thunderstorm. Some folks will mow their yard, lightning, get real, not me. Hey, stay tuned. More of Today on 2 coming up.
Cheyenne, Cheyenne, where will you be camping tonight? Lonely man, Cheyenne, will your heart stay free and light? Dream, Cheyenne, of a girl you may never love. Move along, Cheyenne, like the restless clouds up above.
At Premier Bank, we take pride in serving our community. We respect our customers, and we've won awards for our ethical conduct. We're motivated to do all we can for you, and we're interested in your banking needs. We're efficient, safe, and sound, and our relationships with our customers are second to none.
At Premier Bank, we put the customer first.
There's stuff around your house, but we don't make stuff. We make ovens. Dual fuel, double ovens. And they bake so evenly that now delicious is something you can depend on. We only make things for one room. The best room. Your kitchen. We're devoted to it. And you can feel it in everything we make. Nobody knows the kitchen like KitchenAid.
Overwhelmed by home refinancing offers from telephone solicitors and direct mail advertising, and then find you're not qualified for a specific plan? The Mortgage Center, a hometown lender, compares the rates from all home loan lenders and the qualifications of the various government programs to find a plan best suited to you. The Mortgage Center helps Cullman County people purchase and refinance their homes.
This is Pat Newton. Call us today and let us tailor a loan program to your specific needs and requirements.
Welcome back to Today on 2. Ivory Wind Concert is coming up Sunday afternoon, which also includes a steak dinner.
Well, that's why I'm going.
Adam King is our guest today. Adam is the music minister at St. John's Church, and he's teaming up with Nathan Woodward, good friend of yours, for a concert. Adam, good to have you back on the program.
Good to be back. Thanks for letting me come back this morning.
This is an exciting concert. We have, those of us who attend St. John's Church have had little snippets from time to time of you and Nathan, but Nathan doesn't live in Cullman, so
that's right.
You don't get to pair up that much. So tell us what's going on.
Well, Nathan will be here this coming Sunday. We have never done a concert at St. John's. We've, like you said, we've done offerings and we've done some special music. But this will be a time for us to share with my church family and Nathan's adopted church family as we celebrate this weekend. We're moving the grand piano. We don't have a grand in the Christ Hall. We've been using a keyboard, but today we'll have one of the grands moved over. So it'll be a wonderful evening, I think.
Wow. Well, it sounds exciting. It really does. And if anybody's heard Nathan, they'll want to go. I mean, they want to hear you too. Don't get me wrong.
Let's hope.
But he is awesome. I mean, he is like Kenny G. He's really very accomplished saxophone player and just does a fantastic job.
That's
and but then the two of you together, and y'all have done concerts in the past.
Oh, sure.
But just not here.
Right.
And so, because y'all go back kind of a number of years.
A few years. We go back a few years, and we've had the wonderful privilege of traveling pretty much in the Southeast. We've had some other engagements other places, but mostly we're in the Southeast. And
so people are in for a real treat. They
we're
really
hoping.
are.
We're hoping.
And then you throw a steak dinner on top of that, and gosh, you've got a wonderful evening.
Well, thank you, Freddie Day, right?
Yes.
I mean, anyone that knows the Elks Lodge knows Freddie Day and knows he's a wonderful cook, and he's volunteering his time, and we have several volunteers that are going to help out for this. So.
But because it's a steak dinner, people have got to get their tickets. They cannot walk up to the door that day. And what's the final date on that?
The final date is tomorrow by 5, to call St. John's Church, and we do have the tickets for $25 a piece, and we just have to cut it off because you're right, we have to order food, and we won't be able to run to Walmart or anything on the day of.
Right. So people got to understand that. So they just need to call St. John's or
call
go
St. John's, that's right. Call or go by the church office, and you'll speak with Karen. She'll be glad to help you.
Right. And it's a great deal. It's early in the afternoon for those that don't like to be out late.
Right.
Give us some details about that.
Well, we're going to start the dinner at 5, and then the concert will probably start around 5:45. Or so, and we're hoping to be done by 7, right about 7, so that it's still plenty of light for people to get home if they don't like driving in the dark.
Right.
So.
And it is in the Christ Hall.
It is in Christ Hall, that's right.
Which is a beautiful new facility that can accommodate as many people as you want.
Yeah, come on, we'll make room for you.
Right.
Now this is a fundraiser for a mission trip, is that right?
Yes, as we talked about last time, Nathan went to the Ukraine, about 6,000 people in attendance in about 8 concerts, 4,000 accepted Christ for the first time, and was invited to come right back and do the very same thing. We're hoping that we see 4,000 or 8,000 more in a country that's very hungry for the gospel.
Yeah, so this is something that is very worthwhile.
Right.
Trying to spread the news, all over the place.
Exactly.
We don't realize how fortunate we are here. We have churches here, we have people here all the time, but
That's right.
they just don't have those opportunities like we do.
That's right, and it's amazing that every time they would go to a venue, there were protests. They were followed by the secret police, the militia, and there were times that a vendor got really scared and he would close the location. But on that very day, another location would open that would accommodate even more people. It was just a miracle after miracle over there as to what the Lord was doing.
Yeah.
Now, Jacqueline mentioned that Nathan will sound like Kenny G, but I remember, I think it was Christmas, he did a number that was like Boots Randolph.
Yes,
you guys can rock a little bit
he's
too.
a little versatile.
He is a jazz guy. Yes, sir, absolutely.
What kind of music can we expect?
You can expect a lot of hymns. I mean, we're because we're in the church and we both grew up in the church. We love hymns of old, but we try to take them and create a different kind of feel, a Boots Randolph kind of. And then we also, because we're both younger guys, we like to play some contemporary stuff. So it's not just a recital. We want it to be a night of encouragement, maybe a journey. You come in and you come in wherever you are, and we encourage you by the time you leave, and that's what we're hoping to have.
Have you done a dinner concert before?
Not a dinner concert. We've played for some dinners, and we've been the background music for people like Mike Huckabee. We've done some of his dates, but we're usually just dinner music, as it were.
Yeah.
So.
How does that feel? I kind of thought about that. Sometimes I'm someplace and there's a musician or there's an entertainer or performer or whatever, and everybody's sitting around talking and things like that. How does that make you feel as an entertainer?
Sometimes it's actually okay because you realize what your service, what your function is. If it's in a worship service and people are moving around and talking, it's not so much fun.
Right.
But in a dinner, you realize that you're just providing an atmosphere, and so that's all you expect. So it's okay.
Kind of background music.
Yeah, it's okay,
then, huh?
and it's actually a lot less pressure.
Right.
You just play, kind of
you do
move
your
into the
thing.
background.
Yeah,
exactly.
But then there are times when you really do want your audience's undivided attention.
And with Nathan's ability, and we can command an audience sometimes if we needed their attention.
Right.
But it's just a lot of fun, to get to make music, to get to do the things that you're passionate about. It's absolutely one of the best things we love to do.
Yeah. Well, give us details one more time because I think we have a video we're going to show.
Okay, Sunday at 5 o'clock is the concert. The tickets are $25. They are made available through St. John's Church at calling 734-0344, or you can go by and speak to Karen. And they have to be purchased by 5 o'clock tomorrow so that our kitchen crew can do what they need to do.
Right. And give us a little preview. You've got a little video that you're
there is a video. This is a music video that we did in Bentonville, Arkansas, and it's one of my arrangements of Praise to the Lord the Almighty, one of the hymns that we took and kind of beefed it up a little bit.
And was this performing for Mike Huckabee?
No, okay. This was actually for just a church there, and they did they believed in us enough that they donated a music video to us.
Oh,
so
very good.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Well, good then.
Well, let's watch the video. Thank you, Adam.
Appreciate it.
In times like these, the special moments are more important than ever. At Eva Bank, we understand your life can be a bit hectic, so we offer a variety of personal banking options with individual assistance. From online banking to Advantage savings and checking, as well as loans to further your family's success. Eva Bank, making your financial needs easier so you can get back to the more important things. That's the Eva Bank advantage.
Life lived in black and white is not a life lived. Today, I choose color. To see it. To feel it. To be in it. To be upon it. And to live a life surrounded by it. Today, I put on a fresh coat.
At Premier Bank, we are very proud of the long-lasting relationships we have with our customers. We'll go almost anywhere to meet your banking needs.
Who is the tall, dark stranger there? Maverick is the name. Riding the trail to who knows where. Luck is his companion. Gambling is his game. Smooth as a handle on a gun. Maverick is the name. Wild as the wind in Oregon. Blowing up a canyon. Easier to tame.
Welcome back to Today on 2. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I like that. Let's see, it's time to give away some prizes. On Monday, we have the meal special for 2 at High Tide Sports Grill. And we also have a day pass to Hurricane Creek Park, the Buddy Rogers Natural Area. Those are the prizes we have for today. Let's look at some of our merchant ads. We'll ask you a question about one of these ads, starting with Deb's Bookstore. There's Deb holding the front door and letting all the air out. Used books half price every day. Stop by and see Deb and Dee and everybody at Deb's Bookstore.
Mr. Plumber, where they have plumbing, sewer, and drain services available, locally owned and operated. They can do free estimates on new construction, tank and tankless water heater and sales and service on that, commercial residential services as well.
Mr. Hicks Menswear, men's suits and sport coats. I got a new sport coat from Philip Hicks last week. I'll have to wear it one of these days. Business shirts, casual shirts available up to 5X.
And the uniform place for summer style color and comfort. This is the place to go, and they do feature Landau cargo pant constructed for comfort, now available at the uniform place there at 300 2nd Avenue.
Tires for Less is more than just tires. They can fix your air conditioning. They do oil changes, replace shocks and brakes. Come and see Greg and the guys at Tires for Less on Highway 31 North.
And the crew that stands behind you when you need them the most. We're talking about Earl's Body Shop. These guys do a fantastic job, but they also have the 24-hour wrecker service available, large and small towing, local and long distance, all this at Earl's Body Shop.
St. Paul's Lutheran Schools still accepting applications for the next school year, but openings are limited, so you need to enroll now at St. Paul's Lutheran School.
The Tutor Doctor. Make this the best school year ever. Personalized one-on-one tutoring, at-home, convenient, flexible hours, experienced, qualified local tutors, math, reading, ACT, and much, much more available.
And the HydroMaster tire is now available at People's Tires. Save as much as 50%. This is a premium quality remold tire.
Vestall Marketplace will be open Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday from 8 a.m. till 3 p.m. They have such a variety of fresh vegetables and fruit, and they do accept the Senior Nutrition Program vouchers.
There we go with some of the merchant ads. Our telephone number, 256-734-7399. Tell us, which advertiser is solving problems one at a time? Who are we talking about? Solving problems one at a time. First person with the correct answer receives the day pass to Hurricane Creek Park and also the meal special for 2 at High Tide Sports Grill. Solving problems one at a time. That's, we want to know who does that. 256-734-7399 is our phone number. We have a caller ready to go. Hello, who's calling?
Hi, this is Lena.
Hi, Glena. From where are you calling?
Cullman.
Okay, who solves problems one at a time?
Mr. Howard Rogers at the Baldwin Counseling Center.
You got that right. Thank you, Glena. Stay on the line, please. Dr. Howard Rogers at the Baldwin Counseling Center. Let's look at that ad and the rest of our merchant ads right now. And we start with the midnight run, the Eva Bank Midnight Run. That is coming up Friday night at midnight at the Civic Center. Registration $20 at the Civic Center or at Eva Bank, or register online.
Mullins Body Shop on Highway 31 South at Phelan, and you've counted on them for 52 years now for auto body and repair, and also you can count on them for towing as well. Give them a call if you need some assistance.
At the Dairy Queen, sweet deals available. Pick any 2 of these 9 items, pay just $3.33. The blizzard of the month is M&M Brownie.
Oh my gosh. High Tide Sports Grill right there on Highway 31 next to Burgess Body Shop. They have some new summer hours, closed on Sundays. Look at this Thursday, Friday, and Saturday night. Check out all the different specials that they have on the weekend.
Night Free Insurance, providing insurance coverage for 3 generations. They are independent insurance agents, not affiliated with just one insurance company. Therefore, they design a program just right for you.
Shimmer and Glow. This is a tanning boutique. Amanda and Jessica, the owners, they can do beginning, intermediate, and advanced tanning, stand-up tanning, or they can do the spray tan. They do provide child care, and they have some little goodies also available, swimwear and handbags and much, much more for sale.
Renard's Gallery and Gifts, an art gallery, a gift store, a jewelry store. They kind of do it all. Renard's Gallery and Gifts, located on 1st Avenue Southeast.
You're in good hands with Sorelli at Doug Doggett Jewelers, and this is the hot new antique-inspired jewelry that everybody wants nowadays. So you may as well stop by Doug Doggett and see their selection, because they've got a great one right there located on Compass Way.
There's Dr. Howard Rogers at the Baldwin Counseling Center. If you have problems, need to talk, want some privacy, solving problems one at a time, whether it's weight loss, family counseling, or lifestyle coaching. And there we go with some of our merchant ads for today. Now let's check the birthdays and anniversaries. Who celebrates on the 6th of August?
Well, it looks like Chase Kreider has a birthday today, along with Jacob Adams and Glenda Harris. Happy birthday, guys, and your names will be put into the drawing on Friday. We also have an anniversary to celebrate. That's Wiley and Dorothy Wallace. I don't know how many years, but happy anniversary. And once again, on Friday will be the big drawing, and where they have the possibility of winning that 8x10 portrait from Baker Photography and an ice cream cake from Dairy Queen.
And the weather brought to you by Mitch Smith Chevrolet and Cherokee Avenue. Make the switch to Mitch. Partly cloudy, 50% chance of rain today with a high of 89. Cloudy tonight, slight chance of rain, low near 70. Sunny tomorrow, 30% chance of rain with a high around 91.
We're entirely too lax around here. Now in the big city jails, they give sobriety tests.
Sobriety test?
Yeah, to find out whether or not a man is sober. And I think we ought to do it here, too.
Well, Barney, I believe a sobriety test is given to a prisoner when you first bring him in. Now, you ought to have done that to Otis last night.
Oh, Andy, you know we couldn't have given a sobriety test to Otis last night.
Well, why not?
He was too drunk.
The Andy Griffith Show, starring Andy Griffith, with Ronnie Howard. Also starring Don Knotts.
What's going on up there?
You'll get used to it after you've been here a while. That goes on practically every morning.
Right. Oh!
Hey, let's do that. We're going to fight.
Take your time, boys. Where do you think you're going to a fight?
It is time to start interviewing the Fair Queens, right? Or the representatives for hopeful Fair Queen representatives for the whole Cullman County. And here today is Miss Katelyn, also called Katie, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And Katelyn, tell me your last name. I've taken away my cheat sheet.
Tankersly.
Tankersly. Okay, great. Well, Katelyn, welcome to the program.
Thank you.
Are you excited about being in this position?
Yes, ma'am. I'm very excited.
Now, what made you decide to run for this?
Well, I've always wanted to do it. It's just such an honor to represent the school, and I just thought I had a chance at it, so I went for it.
Have you been in pageants as a little girl? Did your mom put you in those?
My mom always put me in pageants.
Okay. So this is kind of something that's just a given for you then, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Have you learned over the years being in the different pageants? Has that kind of given you some extra poise and some different things like that?
I've learned a lot over the years, just what to do and how to walk and stuff like that. So.
Which, some people may kind of make fun of that, but really it's a good thing for a future for
yes, ma'am.
as a woman. It is. So it gives you, and what kind of platform? Do you have any kind of a platform that you're on, or that you stand for? And
I want to be a physical therapist, so my dad has one leg, and I like to go for that, and just people with disabilities that strive to do better, and that's what I stand for.
Okay, very good. And what kind of talent do you have?
I dance and tumble till you can't stop the beat. It's just a really upbeat song, and it's fun and jazzy, so.
Now, is that something that you've done as a child all along?
I was in dance when I was little, so.
Okay. So you've got all kinds of little multiple talents then, don't you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. You have been preparing for this position for a long time, right?
I have.
And is there aspects of going on and becoming like, going to college and maybe be running for the Miss Teenage, this, that, and the other, or do you know?
No, I don't think so. I don't think I'm going to do anything after this, but. So.
You never know, though.
You never know.
I might. Okay. Well, tell us a little bit about your family.
Well, I have mom and dad, and I have a sister and a brother. My sister is at UAB. She's going to become a nurse. And my brother's in the same grade as me, and he plays football and basketball. So.
All right. So is your sister a mentor for you? Do you look up to her?
Oh, yes, definitely. I want to be a nurse, too. So.
Okay. Was she also in, in the pageants and things like that?
She was into pageants, but she didn't do Fair Queen. So.
Okay. All righty. Yeah. So this is something that you represent all of Hansville High School then,
yes,
right?
ma'am.
Okay.
I do.
Did you have some tough competition this year?
I did. There was beautiful girls, and everybody did really well, so it was very tough.
And what's the toughest part about, getting to this point?
Well, it's just a lot of hard work. It takes a lot of time and effort, and you have to work hard and set a goal and try to achieve it. So.
Kate, is this the first competition you've done that required talent?
It is. It is the first one. That's probably the hardest part for me, is the talent, because it takes a lot of confidence to get on stage and just do the best. So.
Right. And a lot of times you're doing things maybe with other people, but now everybody's eyes are going to be focused on you.
Yes, ma'am. That's how it is.
Yeah. So that's kind of exciting.
How did you decide on what you're going to do for talent?
Well, I love to dance, and then I tumbled. I cheered at Cheer First, so I know how to tumble and stuff. So that's how I decided, and I can't sing, so.
How did you decide on the music?
Well, I wanted something upbeat so the crowd could get into it and have fun. So I decided that something that was really upbeat and fun, and people know Hairspray, the movie, so I thought that would be really fun.
Okay. And did anybody help you to choreograph what you're doing? Or?
Gina Webb, she's my teacher, and she does a great job helping me.
So you've had some extra practices then on the side trying to fine-tune your particular, I guess, routine that you're doing, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah. She's helped me so much, and she's done a great job.
Okay, now we're going to get personal. Do you have a boyfriend?
Yes, I do.
Yes, I do. Look at that. Okay. And so have y'all been dating for a while?
Over 2 years.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, good then. So she's taken all these guys out there.
In a relationship.
In a relationship, yes. Is that on your Facebook page?
Yes, ma'am, it is.
Okay. And I guess Facebook, we could talk about that for just a minute. Is that something that I guess are just all the teenagers
Everybody does.
Facebook?
Facebook,
Okay.
Everyone.
Is that how you communicate with each other nowadays, or?
Mainly, and texting. Everybody's texting.
Okay. So that it's kind of a fun thing in a way, huh?
It is. It's real fun. And you get to meet new people, and so it's fun.
I guess that is kind of an interesting thing. Yeah. I mean, we're all looking at Facebook as a way to reunite with older friends, okay?
Yeah. Now, let me ask you about texting. Since now the state law is you can't do it while driving, how do you feel about that?
Well, it's a good law. I mean, you shouldn't text and drive because this is dangerous and it affects other people other than yourself. So I think it's a great law.
Now, are you going to be able to, or were you a texter before while you were driving, or did you?
No, I'll get in trouble. I'll get grounded.
Okay.
That's because Mom's here.
Right.
No,
of course she never did that, Mom. Never. But it's It's just such a habit, I think, that the
It
kids,
is.
you just don't think about it. And you guys are so fast. That thumb, I'll tell you, they're just going 90 miles an hour. I'm going, really? I'm just having a hard time doing this, you know?
Yeah.
But it's kind of fun.
Have you met the other girls from the other schools?
Yeah, we've met, and we haven't really got to talk that much, but we have met. We went to a dinner together, and we drew our number and stuff like that. So we did get to talk a little bit, but we really haven't got to meet each other that.
Did you know any of the girls before?
I did know some of them. I played softball with some of them. I cheered with some of them, so I did know some of them.
Yeah. But I understand whenever you are in competitions like this, you really get to know the other girls.
You do, yeah.
And usually there's a little bit of competition and rivalry, but a lot of times they'll say, you know, they come away with good friendships and good relationships as a result of it. Yeah. So you've got a couple more months then to plan for the. Well, actually, not that long. Next month.
Next
month.
Next month. You have about a month. Yeah. So are you really working on your routines and things like that?
Yeah, I've been working hard every day, just trying to get a little practice in. So.
And school's going to be starting soon, so that's going to kind of interrupt some of that.
Oh yeah, and then I have volleyball and I practice softball and cheerleading. So just with everything, it's so much, but. I just have to make time for it.
Busy girl. And you mentioned that you have a brother in the same grade as you. Is he your twin?
No, he was held back in kindergarten, but he's a year and a month older than me. So.
Okay, because I was wondering how that worked out and everything. But so how is that to have your older brother in the same class as you? Is that a little problem?
I love it. It's great. He's funny and energetic. He keeps everybody laughing. So in class, it's fun. I like it.
All righty. So y'all get along well.
Oh,
so
yeah.
that really makes it nice. And you've got this older brother that can watch out for you, right? Take care of you.
He watches out for me.
They're going to be pretty good in football?
I think we will. I think we'll do really good. I hope so.
Last year was a good year.
It was a great season.
So do you cheer for the football games?
I do. It's fun. It's lots of fun.
That's exciting, isn't it?
It's my favorite part.
Well, thank you very much for being with us today, and good luck at the Fair Queen pageant.
Thank you.
We'll have more of Today on 2 right after this.
It's Jubilee time, and coming up August the 10th through the 12th, we'd like to invite you to Faith Baptist Church. This year's Jubilee on Friday, August the 10th, beginning at 7 o'clock, the Triumphant Quartet.
I am saved by grace. I've been saved by grace. I love to recall the day He saved me, cleansed me, and made me His dear child.
Not only will the Triumphant Quartet be singing, but Eric Bennett, their bass singer, will be doing the preaching for us on Friday night, August the 10th. Then on Saturday night, August the 11th, we'll have Wilburn and Wilburn, Jonathan and Jordan. You know Jonathan sang lead with Gold City for many years. Did such a great job. He and his son have one of the great new groups in gospel music now. And on Saturday night, August the 11th, Aaron Wilburn will be doing our speaking.
For our 25th anniversary, I took her down to Albuquerque. For our 50th, thought I might go down and pick her up.
August 10th through the 12th, our Homecoming Jubilee, Faith Baptist Church in the Vinemont community on Highway 31 North, the Triumphant Quartet on Friday night.
Wilburn & Wilburn and Aaron Wilburn speaking on Saturday night, and on Sunday, the Steels, Wilburn & Wilburn, and I'll be bringing our homecoming message. Don't miss it. For more information, call us, area code 256-734-7307.
Welcome back to Today on 2. Jeff Steele is going to be our guest tomorrow. He promised me he was going to get up early to come in and be on our show.
Uh-oh. He is not an early bird,
No.
I'll tell y'all that. He does not like getting up early. So if he doesn't make it, we'll know why.
That's right. But I think he'll be tomorrow. That's a big event. We're looking forward to seeing that Friday night. Well, he's got 3, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
I know you've got to pick and choose, or I guess you could go to all 3. You're going to 2 of them, aren't you? Haven't you decided?
Yeah, we're going to go Friday and Saturday. It's our plans, and we'll go see Adam on Sunday.
Yeah. So you're going to
And
be...
we have a grandson birthday party Saturday afternoon.
Once again, going to have a very busy weekend.
Can you imagine this? 4-year-olds bowling.
Oh,
They're going bowling.
No. Okay, are we wearing steel-closed shoes so when we drop that ball on our foot?
I'm anxious to see this. They say that they set it up for little kids, so I don't know how they do.
Well, that ought to be fun then. Well, is bowling one of the things that's in the Olympics? Do they have bowling in the Olympics?
I think it's the only sport that isn't in the Olympics. Have you been watching the games very much?
You know, some, but I like the gymnastics. I like watching that because to me that is such an art form. I mean, these girls are so disciplined and, it's just so amazing. And their competition is so tough. You know, just the least little thing can kind of knock you off of that. But what is it, the young lady that just recently won the gold, the young little African-American lady?
Oh, yeah,
She's the first
Gabby
one.
Douglas.
Gabby, yes.
And then her teammate last night in the individual vault was by far the favorite.
Really?
They said, she is so much better than anybody else. And then her second attempt, when she landed, her feet went out from under her. She ended up with the silver medal instead of the gold because she fell at the end.
Oh, isn't that so disappointing? You work so hard and just the least little thing. Did you hear that they have to pay taxes on those gold medals? Taxes on the gold medals that they receive for being an Olympian and representing our country. And they figured, we're not talking just some little amount of money either.
Yeah, what they say, a gold medal is worth $700 and some dollars.
And they said if Michael Phelps adds up this was before I think he won all of them, but this is several days ago, he would owe the government $152,000.
Michael Phelps makes a lot of money.
He does. I agree.
This guy is never going to have to work the rest of his life.
Yeah, I know. He just recently retired, and what is he, 24, 25 years old or something like that. I understand that. But I still think it's shameful. It is shameful that they make
think about the people in the sports where they don't generate a lot of money.
Exactly. And this is one gold medal that they get, or maybe whatever. I just think it's just terrible. I just think that's awful. But anyway, so it continues on.
But we got to balance the budget.
Well, that's true. So we got to get it from everybody, don't we? Everybody's got to pay, huh?
See, all these wealthy people that make $700.
That's right.
Got to make the money.
Gosh. Oh, goodness.
Well,
okay.
Let's see. Shall we talk about community billboards for today?
I guess we should.
All right.
All right. They are brought to you by Pepsi and Cullman Jefferson Gas. And the country dance this Tuesday at the VFW Post 2214. It'll take place at 7 o'clock. That's just $5 per person. Go and have some fun. And Faith Baptist Church's Homecoming Jubilee will take place this weekend. The Triumph Quartet is going to play on Friday night. And the Ivory Wind Concert and Steak Dinner will take place on Sunday, and that's at 5. But you got to buy your tickets by tomorrow. So call the church, 256-734-0344, to get your ticket. National Weather Service weather radio tests are going to be today around 11 a.m. I think that's really set for Wednesday, isn't it?
I thought so.
Yeah, so maybe that's false alarm. Wednesday, false alarm, scratch that. Okay, let's go on to the next one. All right. And these community billboards are brought to you by Pepsi and Cullman Jefferson Gas. You need to email us at channel2cullman@gmail.com. Fax us to 256-734-7680. Or you can be a friend on Facebook at Channel 2, spell out the number 2 Cullman.
And the weather forecast, partly cloudy, 50% chance of showers and thunderstorms today, a high of 89. Cloudy tonight, slight chance of rain, low near 70. Sunny tomorrow, still a chance of rain, while a high around 91. And speaking of tomorrow, who's coming to see us tomorrow? Already mentioned one of our guests.
You mentioned Jeff Steele from Faith Baptist Church. He will be here. And then also Rhonda Davis, who is with the autism group here in town. They've got a big to-dos planned. I don't know the details, all the details and everything, but that's going to be coming up. So, some
Let's
fun
talk
things.
about also Facebook and the internet and YouTube, because we're everywhere now.
That's right.
Started the Facebook page a couple of months ago, and we are streaming the program. Actually, for those of us who don't understand terms like that, it's broadcasting live on Facebook each day. Also, we have a website, channel2cullman.com, has the same thing. If you're not a member of Facebook, well, of course, if you're watching on cable, you don't need this, but tell your friends that have those other services. And the programs are archived on YouTube. So you can go back and watch as far back as last Monday.
Yeah. But you know, that's really great for like this young lady that was here today.
Yes.
If she's got family from out of town, she can get them to watch her interview. So it's wonderful.
That's our program for today. Thank you for watching Today on 2.
Hope you have a great day.